What is good, people? Welcome back to another video. We are back at Look Back Customs. I'm going to say customs because it's easier. I'm going to forget to say all of that. Yeah. Look Back Customs. Mk2 Golf is in. We have got a massive update for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy the vlog. If you do, give it a like and subscribe. And I'm going to let James take the cover over and we'll kind of discuss what we've been getting up to. I want to update you guys at this point, and then you're caught up to date of what we've done, and then we can crack on.
Starting at the front, you remember we had some sealant and a few different things here to clear out, tweak from the previous repair. So the main thing was to give the maximum amount of clearance inside the arch for your lows. The brief was not to make it pretty. I know you've probably made that clear to people. The brief is
it's covered by a kit, so I don't care.
To get this chopped. So what we've got here is a chopped and fully folded, completely flat. I mean, you can have a feel of that, Lewis. You can feel.
Oh Jesus!
She is.
Don't feel like this.
She is a wafer thin. So she's folded up, sealed up. Doesn't look pretty. So this has been dollied out to make sure that it flows seamlessly when the arch is on. When the arch goes on there, you can have a feel and put your hand up there and see exactly. This then flows completely seamlessly, so when you drop, you're going to have the maximum amount of clearance. The arches have been toleranced here, the wings, sorry, get the right words. Manipulated here, bashed around a bit here to make sure that when they go on, there's a little bit of deviation here. This is in the pattern part, it's actually got like a slight curve in the panel there. But other than that, we've got an even gap, and you can imagine when that's bolted, it's a little bit more even than me holding it. Aerial hole has also been welded, and underneath that fiberglass filler is the metal work, which I've shown you the pictures of.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll edit those in.
Looks really good.
Same here with your wiper hole. Currently,
Don't look at that bit.
yeah, we'll sort this up. Again, that's metal. There's a metal plug in there. That's just the fiberglass popped over the top, just to give you a good key to that metal work. And eventually next week you'll see that starting to be smoothed off.
So I'm going to address the little hole in the windscreen. Well, actually, there's nothing to address. There's a hole there, and these guys are going to fix it. It's as simple as that. I mean, you can see bits of rust and
Ignore my bedding.
going up and that, but
yeah, this is just
they'll fix it. It's fine. It's fine.
The screen came out and all the glasses come out nicely.
Beautiful.
Door panel gap has been improved. Now obviously it's up on axle stands at the minute, Lewis, but
That seems weird to do that. Oh, you'd have to slam the hell out of the door.
Have a play, mate. Enjoy it.
So before I would have to really put lots of effort in. Oh, I'm zooming in. There we go. That's like no effort at all.
So yeah, a lot better. We've got a little bit of work to do down here because the sills, they sort of overskinned the sills. Moving on to this. Now these look horrendous.
Oh dear.
Yeah, alright.
What's it done to that car?
So you can see. So this has been cut and folded. The good thing about doing that was we found some of the inner arch was rusted.
Yeah.
So we've taken that metal out, we've taken the new metal that we've created back round, so you clean on clean and tacked it into place. The reason that there is a hard stop here is because that is the point at which your kit needs to come from. There's a point on the kit that I'm not...
it needs to bolt in, don't it?
Yeah. That is quite a big job. And the other side looks a lot neater.
Yeah.
This has not been dollied out yet to meet your kit. That one has.
Oh right, yeah.
This one still needs to be pulled out, but you can feel again up in that lip. There's nothing there. It's a tight radius. You don't want to see this, do you?
I don't want to see it yet.
Okay.
What else?
The rear balance.
Oh yeah. So if you'd have seen, I'll let you present.
You've got the line of the kit. You've also got that cracking retro exhaust that's going to go in there and just fill that space. So the original metalwork came here and flowed down, and you can see that's been cleaned out now to allow for your larger exhaust and fit the lines of the kit.
Beautiful.
Can we move up the tailgate?
We can move up to the tailgate. I'm going to do my reaction first. Oh!
So,
Mate!
This is in the first. This is
Oh
literally
my
just
gosh.
a first skim. So this is not the finished product. What we've got is deleted aerial hole, wiper hole, deleted washer jet, and then
Let me
this-
address that before you continue.
Yeah.
So some people will probably have issues with everything I've done, and to address the potential negatives, like why would you do that? Why didn't you do this? There was no wiper anyway, so I didn't miss anything. And then if anything, I thought to delete it would look better aesthetically because the mechanical side is not even wired up. It's not there. The wiper had been removed and put bung in. So I thought there's no point on using that. So, continue.
So the same again. You've got metal work in there, although there's now a skim over the top, and this is pretty solid. So the idea here, as you can see, it's just a first skim. The idea here is to get this. It's a difficult shape. It's got a convex curve running across the tailgate, and then you've got the drop in here.
Is it convex as well?
Oh yeah, it actually does. It actually bows. The whole tailgate does this.
Yeah.
So you've got to be able to get the piece. You're going to get the line down there. You see
You
it?
can barely see it on the camera, but I'm sure
Yeah.
these guys will understand.
So it flows outwards here and then
Yeah.
back around. You've got to get that gentle curve in. You've got to keep the nice radius here if you run your finger on that metal, which is the important part that people are going to see.
Yeah, because sometimes you might get too aggressive.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And that's all metal. That's just the skim, and you can see how close it's going to be. Very, very fine. The actual skim
Oh yeah.
itself.
It's not there on.
And the original metal work that we exposed behind there, we've cleaned up for you. There was a little bit of pitting around the number plate lights and a few bits. We've just cleaned all that up and rust treated that. But the original metal work is still behind there, so you've got complete strength in that. There's been a little bit of work on this tailgate. There's filler work. It might have had a little crease before. There's a very slight bulge there, so I just need to flatten. And the main thing is to make sure the radius is just, everything flows across this back nice and seamlessly, and that this works with your heck blend, which it does.
It really does.
It just sits into there. So that's going to be beautiful.
Should we show them a quick sneak
I
peek?
just need to unwrap it, yeah.
And we'll give you a sneak peek. Then we'll crack on with some bits, guys.
Do the honours.
Oh my gogosh.
There's an obstruction back there because of the filler
Yeah.
at this point.
So it's going to sit a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's currently just kicking down slightly here. But that's the
It's insane.
that's the one. When that's all in one colour, it will really make sense.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I kind of don't mind showing you guys this now, because this car in its current state looks 20% of what you're going to see when it's completed. So I don't mind spoiling the little bits here and there, just to show you guys the vision that we've got with the heck blend on, the lights, the kit, the wheels, the air ride, the interior. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. But is there any other updates you've got?
Basically everything. Ignore the noise from the plastic. Same again with the adjusting door. So we've got the door gap done. Again, this side, the wing's done exactly the same. You can see at the minute we've got the front end pulled apart. We're just about to do the option for you. So we've just jerry-rigged your air ride out the way. So we've got to take the section out here for the steering arm and the section here for the drive shaft.
Perfect.
We've just sealed up, and again, where we've been in here and cleaned up, we've just made sure we've sealed up around the existing repairs. You can see on the rear quarter, just started flattening the bodywork.
Repairs. Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
roof started, you can see the roof just started
yeah.
to be flatted.
Wow.
What you'll notice is pretty quickly. So I guess your viewers have seen, we've got a lot of, you can see on here, and if it will come out. If I shine my torch maybe,
There
they
you
might
go,
be
you
able to
see
see
there.
some of the, I don't know if it comes out like that or not.
Yeah, I can get it from here because I can get
A lot of fish eyes and that sort of stuff in the paint. So when you pan across to this has just started to be flatted off to get those fish eyes out and work with the paint that we've got. I'm happy to say it's coming up fairly well, yeah. And you can see on the rear quarter it's taking out the high spots and starting to work this down. Early stages, Lewis.
Early stages.
What you guys, how long's this? So this has been in now for 2 weeks.
This has been in for 2 weeks. No, we've not been on it for 2 weeks.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
They've been spannering on this for about a week. So this is a week's worth of work.
Yeah.
All the arches have been done, well, mostly. Tailgate's been smoothed, front wiper's been smoothed, aerial hole's been smoothed. There's lots of things that have metalwork wise, and that's what these guys told me when the project was, before it even got started. They wanted to get the metalwork done first, make sure that the panels fit right, then move on to looking at how the kit's going to work, and then when everything else lines up correct and they're happy with everything, then they're going to put paint on it, because what they didn't want to come across is those wings, if we then painted them and then come out and later on try to put them on right and they would never get the gaps right, we'd then have to take them off, get some new ones, put them back on, and just go through all hassle. So
it is a really good shot of the paint, actually. If you can catch it in the light, you can see the.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can see loads here.
Yeah. So that's what we're working through. So once I've got this block down, I'm happy that we've got all the small dents out. There'll be minimal amount of filler in little places. We'll get the car into epoxy, much like you see over there on the 2CV. Get epoxy primed
It's
up.
more like a 1CV, yeah? It's not a complete one yet.
Our two horses. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's basically where we are with these.
yeah,
With the progress.
fair enough.
It takes 10 minutes to go around it. It took a week to do.
There we go. Right, so what we're going to do next, the first thing we're going to do, I've brought a wheel with me, my adapters have came, so now we have the specs of, now we've got the adapters, we can come and try the wheels on and see where the lip's going to sit in conjunction with the kit. When we have that idea, we can then see, do we need to run camber, do we not? Fronts I'm not bothered about, rears is going to be more of a bit of a struggle, so that's what we're going to tackle first, and then whatever else we get up to, you will see in the vlog, guys. These adapters took 2 friggin' weeks to arrive. No, they didn't. I ordered these just before Christmas. And we're at, what, 20th of Jan? 20th of Jan. So they came yesterday or the day before. But either way, they're here now. Let's see if these will fit. One concern we might have is the design of the rear disc. I'm not hopeful. Slightly, tiniest bit. 5mm. So, on this adapter, on the inside, you can see there's a step up, just there. And on Mark 2s, Mark 3s, Corrados, etc., you've got this huge lip here, and it's hitting that bit. So we might have to clearance this a bit. James has brought his camber plates for a Mark 2, Mark 3 Corrado era car. We'll get them put on, chuck them back on, and then go from there. So we want to get it to where the lip is actually tucking in. So when we fully air out, it's not hitting anything. The harsh reality of it. If we would have been able to get the wheels re-drilled, we'd have been perfect. But obviously the issues with trying to find someone to do it and all that has kind of made it awkward. So we've had to go with adapters, which now means we have to run camber. Now, there's a few ways you can do it. This is probably the best way because they're more robust. So you've got a plate that is slightly tapered, and that sits in between. Let's give you some light. So it sits in between these two mounting points. So the hub itself would then end up becoming pointing inwards. So we're going to put this on now, see if we can get some camber. These are James's, so I'll not be able to keep these, but this will give us a better idea of what the camber is going to look like
Is it too much? Is it good?
And we'll go from there, guys.
That's what we've got to. It looks good, it's just a shame because we still could do with a bit more.
If only we could just get them re-drilled, guys. That would have been so much easier. Do you know what?
I might have to get them re-drilled. I want it to be on 0 and nothing will hit. It looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. I love the amount of camber on it.
But we're losing 15mm because of the adapters. And that 15mm, I mean, if got all that space there, if we didn't have an adapter on it,
we'd probably get away with no spacers and be able to tuck.
What do you reckon? If we didn't have that adapter?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you can get them re-drilled, then there's your answer.
That is with the shaved wheel. That is the kind of tuck that we want. That looks perfect. It's still annoying that I could have got away with that camber if those were shaved, but well, I mean without adapters, but
Still touching the kit, but
what point is it not?
there. Out there, there, it's just missing the kit.
And where does it sit with the wheels? So we've got still quite a bit to go down there as well.
You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Here we go, so that's the fronts. I did expect it to go in a little bit more.
But I did mention before, the fronts we can camber a little bit easier, a bit more than I wanted. I'm not going to be able to tuck very much at that point, but if I can get the camber in, I'm happy with the fronts and I'm happy to run a 195 Forte. We've got the adapters now. These are the smallest ones, the thinnest ones we can ever get. So if the camber doesn't work and the stretch doesn't work, these wheels won't be on this car. So it's as simple as that. At some point now we'll start messing around with cambers, but for now I'm going to tell James to stop pressing the brake because he's sat in the car. Yeah. We'll figure it out, guys. Right guys, so it's been a semi-productive day. Didn't get as much as we wanted to do done, and we were supposed to do the Corrado seats, but we saw the shiny parts and we wanted to make sure that we could get the fitment in. So quick overall, we obviously got all the arches done, smoothing is underway, we've started sanding the roof down. The lads want to get the metalwork done by the end of next week, which involves the chassis notch, and is that it?
That's basically just the front deck's already stripped on the inside, but that's all ready to go.
So the metalwork is pretty much done, which is why I wanted to do the wheels, because once they've grinded stuff down, they want to start sanding it and then start painting it. And I want to make sure that the wheels, the fitment is dialed in before they start painting it, because then that's when things get scratched and damaged and stuff.
This is the air group, which is already jerry rigged. Clearance for this when it's low on the steering arm, as we're not doing a flip at the moment. And the notch for the drive shaft on this side.
I've dropped the Corrado seats off for these guys. Sadly, we haven't got enough time today to do it, but in the next video, hopefully these guys can have a quick look at it, see what they think. We're doing all right, we're doing well. Also,
We got some press plates.
excellent. So I'm gonna go have a good think about it. These guys are gonna be tackling the metal work. What are you gonna be doing next week?
Prepping the body, so basically again the chassis notch.
We're not gonna tell them. You'll have to see on the next update. Make sure you follow Look Back Customs. The full social media is just there. Give them a follow. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another video. Peace.